I wrote a letter. It's called Dear Leap Year, and I thought a lot about the fact that, like, well, what would you do if you had an extra day to live this year? Yes, leap years are dependent on the axis of the world and how the moon shifts with the sun or the spin or whatever, right? But if we decide to take a step outside of the box, right, and decide to separate ourselves from the very specific ways in which certain things are taught, we can start to think about concepts like, what if we really did have an extra day to live this year? Dear leap year, there's nothing like it. February gets to sit in its throne just a little bit longer. In March, holds the springtime close-fisted behind its back like a 25-cent secret. Sleeping in like it's Sunday, 12 noon, and you're still under the covers. Bed sheets that feel like they've been made from 10,000 grandmother hands. The sun gallops through your morning window like an army of war-bred horses returning home after battle, victory, and honor-filled soldiers on their backs, when the women and children are dressed in their finest to go and cherish what the Lord gave. But see, I never went to church as a kid. There's no cross where I come from, just poems taking their course. Angels took me out back and slugged my face in last night, so it's fists to the gunfight. I had to brass knuckle teach myself how to pray, and now my prayers are praying that they reach God's ear before my past does. Because I've never been one of those people who believed in no regrets. I was raised by an honest father, so I'm too warm for that. A man who set his soul in the pit of my stomach and spit shined it to grow like a tempo, stairway to heaven like a steady drum line, beat, banging like 1968, Detroit up in flames, that fiery rebellion. Out of the ashes I rose, bare hand to hand, spine for spine we walked, and he taught me a few things along the way. Said that time is ruthless. It is persistent like love, because every day in the wisest corner of the earth, right where the ocean ends in the east, some mighty wave bursts the blood-violet sunrise, and every night it sets like a lullaby with no regard had you spent the time in between. I'm tired of the days blurring together. There seems like there's something here, and I'm scared and I'm angry that I can't touch it. Sometimes I get so scared that my chest feels inside out. Microphones for lungs, so sing the skyline with that siren voice of yours. Chain me down as we sail, take the wind at your back and run past the meadow. Run like the truth is biting at your heels, and Nina Simone is singing at the finish line. Feeling good, misunderstood. We are center men with struggle-colored breath, raised in atomic high schools with classrooms that don't teach hip-hop, classrooms filled to the brim with shot-down dreams and smoke, and teachers that forget to teach you that leap years are the most brilliant gifts God could ever give. They come whenever you fall. February 29th somersaults into each of our lives like the heavens version of Jimi Hendrix, reminding us that the days are imperatively precious. That any second now, this minute will end, and you'll be forced to look back on it like this past summer, the beach, those girls, that one night when it all faded to black. Trust me, this moment will literally turn to dust if you don't grab that whole shit by the throat, hold it up, stare into its eyes, stretch it out, shake it like a niece did, like you're from Brooklyn or Cape Town, and about it like the mangoes are in season. Ain't none of y'all leaving until you recognize you are here now. I said you are here now. Trust me, you can dance with dreams in your shoes, souls for souls, and poetry beating like a Mandela-blessed conga at the heels of it all. Dear leap year, I know your face will be my epilogue. Peace. Thank you guys very much.